Okay, the first image I want to show you, I call it the Indian. This is it right here. This is it right here. Okay, this is the head of the Indian right here. This is the head of it right here. Right here you can see his forehead. You can see his eyes right there. You can see his nose right there. You can see his mouth right there. You can see his chin right there. That's a feather sticking up right there. And those are feathers back there. But some kind of way nature made this loop right there. But I call them feathers. The reason I call it the Indian, because to me it favors the Indian on the Indian head nipple. And this is what I went online and printed off right there. To me, it really favors that a lot. I mean, if you, let me get it so you can see it a little bit better. Okay, right here you see his forehead, and see how his forehead, see his eyes, see how his eyes are right there, nose, his nose, mouth, his mouth, and a chin. Okay, that's his neck, and that's his neck right there. Okay, these are feathers back, that's a feather sticking up right there. Okay, the wind is blowing now. When the wind blows, the image kind of shakes up, but it comes back when the wind stops blowing. These are feathers back there. That's a feather there. This is a loop looking thing here though. It looks, I'm gonna call it a feather because it's just like that loop feather that's on the back of, see right there? He's got feathers on the back of his head. And that's, to me, that's what those look like. Okay. Now I'm gonna let you look at that for a few minutes. These images are in a tree outside my window. They come back every year when the leaves grow in. Right now they're not on the tree, but you can see the outline and just the branches that are up there. Now this is all made from leaves, tree branches, and the sky in the background. Like I said, these images come back every spring. They come back, it'd be just plain as day. Also, I got another video coming up after this one shows. I call it the presidential tree. And I'll show you why as soon as this video changes. But like one day I was looking out my window, and this image right here was looking right in my window. So I got my video camera out and said, I'm going to see if I can record it. If I can record it, then I mean it's really there and I'm not seeing things. So I recorded it, and I've showed it to all my family, everybody in my family, everybody that I've shown this to, they see it. So I just want to see what you see and see if you see the same thing that I see. Like I said, to me, it resembles this. It resembles this Indian on this Indian head nipple. Actually, you can see his body right here. You can see his neck. Those are his legs. And those are his 2 feet right there. Right there, those is 2 feet. Now remember, this is all made by trees and leaves and branches are out of the tree. So I don't really know how to explain how this was made or why it was made, but it's just there. So okay, it's getting ready to pull in a little bit closer now. I'm gonna move this out the way for a second. I'm gonna put this back up there, line this up again with that. Okay, like I said, see his, and that's even a little bit better. See his forehead, see his forehead, see his eyes, those are his eyes right there. That's his nose right there, that's his nose, that's his mouth, and that's his mouth. That's his chin right there, and that's his chin. Those are braids on the back of his head. Right there, these braids. Right here. See these braids? Not braids, I'm sorry, feathers. I call them feathers. These are feathers right here. And he got the same ones right there. Right there, there's one right there. And then there's one right there. Actually, there's 3 of them, but it's pretty plain to me. I don't know if you was okay. This is the second. I call this one the presidential tree. The reason I call it the presidential tree is because of the images that I see in the trees. Now, up here, this first one up here, I call him Bill Clinton. He looks like a cartoon character, like you see in the Sunday paper. Character is a cartoon drawing of a real person. This looks like Bill Clinton to me right here. This is his hair right here. That's his curly hair. That's his forehead right there. That's an eye. That's an eye. That's a nose. This is his mouth right there. He got something in his mouth. I won't even speculate what that is. And then that's the ear. That's his ear. Okay, this is the face right there. That's his curly hair. That's his forehead right there. That's the eye. That's the eye. That's a nose. That's his mouth right there. That's his ear. Okay, the second image I want to show you, I call him this British looking dude. He's right here. Okay, right here. This is the bill of his cap. He's got on like a cap. That's the bill of his cap right there. It's like pulled down over his eyes. Like remember cartoon characters like, okay? Like this is the bill of his hat. That's the eye. That's the eye. That's his nose. That's his mouth right there. He got like a heavy mustache right there. That's his mouth. And that's his chin right there. So that's him right there. Okay, the third one I want to show you, I call him Richard Nixon. Right here. That's Richard Nixon. To me, that looks exactly like Nixon's cartoon character. Okay, this is the top of his head. That's his forehead right there. That's the eye. That's the eye. That's his nose. That's his chin right there. Okay, it's gonna pull back in a minute. Okay, now you can see I'm kind of far off. See, that's Bill Clinton right there. That's what I call the British looking dude. And you kind of get this back focused again. Okay. It's Bill Clinton, the British looking dude, and Richard Nixon. This Bill Clinton, you see his curly hair. That's the eye. That's the eye. That's his nose. That's his mouth right there. Like got something in his mouth. And that's the ear right there. Okay, this is that British looking guy right here. Because he looks like a British looking guy. Well, he's a man anyway. That's the bill of his cap. That's the eye. That's the eye. That's his nose. That's his mouth right there with a heavy mustache. And that's his chin right there. That's his ear right there. And that's the back of his head. And that's his hair. Okay, I call him, this is Richard Nixon right here. I call him Nixon. I'm going to try to get a little bit closer. I hope it don't go out of focus. Okay, now I got hours and hours and hours of this video in different times of the day with different light. Like that blue you see back there, that's all sky. That's sky back there. That's what's making the background. The light is shining through the trees, and these are the images that's showing up. So I'm going to let this run out again, and I welcome your feedback and your comments. I say Bill Clinton, the British-looking guy, and Richard Nixon right here. So I got different views of this, like I say in the daytime, the nighttime, or early morning, and it's all different kind. Also, there's a whole bunch of other images in here that I'm not going to try to show you right now because I want you to just concentrate on these 3 images right here. That's Bill Clinton, the British-looking guy, and Richard Nixon right here. There's a bunch of other images in there. Excuse me. You might see something in there, but there's a lot of other images in there. A lot of other images. All through here. Okay, thank you very much.